Welcome everyone back to your DCEU review of the Dead franchise. And today we're taking a look at the next one, which happens to be Shazam. Now let's talk about the plot of the show, of the movie. The film follows teenager Billy Baston as he is chosen by the ancient wizard Shazam to be his new champion by saying the name Shazam, allowing him to transform into an adult superhero with various superpowers. Billy and his foster brother Freddy must discover Billy's new powers in order to stop the evil Doctor, what is it, Statius, whatever his last name is, in the seven deadly sins. I don't know how to say the last name. Last name is Sivana. I don't know. And the seven deadly sins. All right. So honestly, quite honestly, I know about Shazam, right? I feel, especially if you're watching, not watching, especially if you watch a little bit of the cartoon series, any of the DC animated movies. Shazam. Billy Baston, he normally is multiple kids, right? It was at some point they had multiple kids being Shazam, and they called Shazam together, all combined together into one adult kid. That's one version of the animated shows. Another one was just Billy Baston being Shazam and them forcing him to say Shazam multiple times has also led to his death. That is in the, if I'm not mistaken, was that not in the what was that? What was that one? I forgot the name of it that quick. It don't matter. It don't matter. But yeah, Shazam. I think this became successful. One of the more successful DC films, mainly because they kind of took the formula of how do we make this work. And someone had an idea. Well, he is a kid. He is a kid that gets superpowers. So he still have that childish mindset, that teenager childish mindset. So we're gonna push forward with that. And that's exactly what they did. Made it more goofy, more lighthearted jokes. They're trying to keep the seriousness in there. Quite honestly, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of people was like, this is more towards your something that Marvel has done with a lot of their films. Sometimes I enjoyed them, most times I did not enjoy them. So they went to more of the goofy route with the serious in there in the mix of that within the movie, because that's what it felt like to me. Not only that, but the one of the dangerous problems with doing stuff like that, especially if you've seen a lot of the MCU movies, is that when something's supposed to be heavily focused on and heavily serious, that the writers kind of take that out. I mean, kind of just keep kind of take out the serious part and try to make it as goofy as possible. And for me, especially when I'm watching a film, especially any superhero film that's like that, yeah, I kind of get turned off a little bit about the film because I have to like overall. That's like, okay, well, they're doing a silly route. Let me look past that to get to what I'm trying to pay attention to. And that was kind of difficult too. That's kind of a little difficult, especially with Shazam. It's like this. Overall, still a good movie. I think I definitely enjoyed it. Very end, I don't know how y'all want to see it like this or not, but at the very end, I don't know if that was needed for his entire family, his brothers and sisters, to all become the Shazam family so early on into the universe like that. Because you have to think about it like this: you get the film, you get pushing, and then you get the film and you push it. At the very end, very end, at the very end, you get it to where they are introducing the entire Shazam family. So now everybody now it's five members of the family all being able to say Shazam and transform. So now we have all five of these so quickly, so early, and I'm like, was that a good choice? That's my question. Was that a good choice? Because I don't know. Because especially for the second film, I still don't know. Especially in that second, we'll get to that when we get to that. But overall, I think it was a good movie. It was smart the way they did it. They needed something, and I think especially for the non-DC watchers, non-DC fan watchers, when they come through and they watch this film because they've seen a lot of Marvel stuff, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of how Marvel does, blah 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 blah. Okay, it helps them. It helps them more than that. It helps them to get involved with more DC projects, and I think, quite honestly, moving forward, I think they could have probably done that with a couple more like that, or find more like similar to that. I think that would have been really good for them. But overall, Shazam was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. questionable ending to the whole Shazam family being involved with everything. But moving forward, that was I don't know. I don't know. I haven't decided this yet, but that's just a little bit of it. But that's the review for Shazam. I think about it a lot sometimes, especially the second movie. We'll get to the second movie. I promise y'all we'll get to that second movie soon rather than later. But that's it. Oh, by the way, at the very end, y'all can click off if y'all want to. But I think I'm gonna upload this one. I think I'm gonna start uploading these a little close to each other, probably within a 10 to 12 hour mark between this review and the next one, just to get through the DCEU a little bit faster, so I can move on to these other projects that y'all might be interested in. So check out the channel, check out everything you need to, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next review.